Sorry for barging in. A bit late for introductions, I expect. What? You haven't told them about me yet?
I can't tell them what you haven't told me.
So, can I assume that you are one of us? That is, we too stand alongside Count Luis, but how to say it?
I think you and I were after the same thing in old Luis's room. You really weren't told.
Don't tell me you're the other agent Grius mentioned.
Grius. Is he the one who died at the Grand Cathedral? I'm sorry. They kept the finer details confidential, so I never really knew who the other agent was. But I understand the objective well enough. The curse on his
She's been a spy this entire time.
Can't be lifted by conventional methods. So we either kill the caster or get the formula.
I see. So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation. You get the formula, he hunts the caster.
Ever since the King's magic made it impossible to kill Luis, I've been ready to meet up with a new contact. I just wasn't expecting one so young. If I hadn't learnt the fairy messenger's name was Gallica, I'd never have realized it was you.
I'm pretty shocked myself. I never figured the big famous songstress would be on our side. And I thought you and Luis were... you were
his lady love. God, no. I wouldn't be caught dead in that madman's quarters unless it was to rob him blind. No.
Also, she just talks a big game.
Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear, with no room for messier entanglements.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to these lengths when you've so much to lose?
Because she has a lot to gain.
It was just coincidence. I tend to find myself in honored company, and I happened to be around where a resistance operative was doing a spot of recon.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
What? No. Quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just turn her away. A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences. This seemed like a chance for a once-in-a-lifetime inspiration for my art. And nobody else had a plausible way or reason to get close to Luis. So, you could say our interests aligned.
All that just so you could grow as a singer. You really are devoted, and fearless to boot.
I know what I'd put my life on the line for, that's all. You all have something like that, don't you? A devotion that anyone else might see as foolish.
You told us.
Brass. No wonder she's got all the crown's subjects by the heartstrings, eh?
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. A Nydia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people to understand why. Singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single soul. I'd take that over 1,000 of the church's accolades. Well, anyhow.
They do not like the church, apparently.
I'll stick close to Luis for now so he doesn't start suspecting anything. Any objections? Captain?
Counting on you.
We'll be counting on you.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to meet you as a proper comrade.
Comrade.
Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
New ally Junah. Junah's Kingdom premier songstress has become your ally.
Well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first, but it's gone surprisingly smoothly. I'll do my best to help too. Let's see this through.
Social link, anybody? Since Gallica's strong, determined, and resolves. Yes! Social link up.
Gotta get back on track. Anyway, welcome aboard, Junah.
Sick.
Oh, right! Let's decipher the formula we found. Hopefully we can finally break the curse.
Do we even know anyone who can read the blasted thing? Oh, I love a good blueprint, but this formula leaves me a tad glazed, what?
Actually, Grius's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins.
Rella?
Seems like he had it in mind to bring it to her.
Rella. The girl they call the Saint?
Saint Rella. Indeed, she would be the most qualified after the attack on His Highness. We sent for the kingdom's best healer. It was she who answered our summons, and she who saved His Highness from certain death.
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over 10 years ago. That so-called saint looked about my age.
Rella was a prodigal talent. One of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed...
That was one of
her
the
teachers
judges,
in
wasn't it?
Igniter.
Wait, you know her?
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to
Oh no,
her work
Rella's
at
her
the royal capital.
sister.
We couldn't manage such
Rella's
a
her
trip under
sister.
Luis's
It wasn't the other
Well,
woman.
a trip to the royal capital would hardly put us out. We'll just pip over with a bit of magic. No, really, it's dashed convenient.
There are some conditions, but we could travel instantly to a few specific places.
Well, no sense waiting. Let's be off.
Okay.
Right. All yours.
We did it. We fast traveled.
You actually did it! We're at the royal capital! Wait, how did you do that?
Don't shout in the streets, would you?
How can I not? Do you know how incredible this is? What are you people?
Hey,
We're amazing.
Look, isn't that the songstress?
It is! It's the Lady Junah! Oh, I've always wanted to shake her hand. Oh, hell.
That's a fame. If word gets
Oh,
out
hell.
that you were seen here, it'll be hard to explain yourself later on.
Rella works at the church on Main Street. I'll lead the way.
You know your way around, eh?
Wait, this Rella's a world-class healer, and she's working as a local doctor.
Is that uncommon?
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat, often reserved for the nobility. I'd have expected Saint Rella to serve the court only.
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk, then I suppose she really has earned her saintly titles.
Come on,
Oh,
let's hurry on.
she's a nice person.
What do you make of all this, Captain? If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims. Do you trust her?
Well, if Grius trusts her,
We'll just have to trust her. You're right. And if it's misplaced, we'll just have to be ready.
If you say so, then let's get on.
if Grius trusts her, it can't be that bad. That's my thinking. But I will say, the moment we get free,
Let's hurry.
we should head to the church. Let's hurry. All right. I was just about to say, meet with Rella at the church. Crown Theocracy is going to make control something.
I can't believe it. Stupendous. Close your eye.
Hey, Junah.
Let's go.
Oh, God.
We are back. Hello.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you? Junah!
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister.
Well.
Adopted sister, that is.
Oh.
Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
Very
It's been
fair.
Forever, Junah. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts father's efforts to shame, eh?
Oh, social climbing. Glad to meet
Social
you.
networking.
I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking
Luis's.
a lot, but Could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
Ah,
I suppose that stands to reason.
thank you for clarifying what a curse is.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid.
That was clicked through very quickly. I didn't click
As his
anything.
royal guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible. Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Louise. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, Rella.
Oh.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Junah. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Juani's Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, yes.
Juani.
Your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture.
Fucking
You
called her.
ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No. Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are enduring. As long as the magic source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this.
Interesting.
This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone. What? Then
That's a
I'm
twist.
sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you?
Fuck you! Fuck you, stupid elder!
Keep Junah safe.
Of course. I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Junah is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
Oh, that's
The
sweet.
curse is impossible to break?
Somehow I don't buy that. I don't buy that one bit.
Did I miss a funeral? I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
That's crazy.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic art.
This might be the end.
Why is it clicking through?
We have to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the gauntlet runner.
Well, lucky for you. Take Junah into public might attract a crowd. Can't risk running into Lewis while we're in the capital. At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner away from prying eyes.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people?
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Yeah, outside on the back.
My lady.
Well, no point getting reckless now.
Trying to check one thing. Oh, that's why. That looks so
Let's
busted.
think about this some more tomorrow.
Oh, that broke.
By the
Hold on one second. There we go.
way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a
He's a
good old
thinking
ponder
man.
ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. But then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any ballet point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though. And got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence when they told me I was to be demoted.
Can I go to bed now? So you gave up?
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the Gauntlet Runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping, The way I see it,
That's your prerogative, buddy.
teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies.
Are we gonna fly finally?
No doubt. But I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
Can change or add party members to party. Press space to form a group of 4. Reserve members gain less experience at the end of battle.
So,
Let's rest in the runner today. Our plans didn't pan out. We could concentrate on getting our strength back tomorrow.
What now?
Okay, I guess I'll... Can I really not do anything else? Fine.
Sure.
Because it seems like they just want me to just rip it and end it for the day. Late night, they say. Good time with Annie for some reading, I guess.
oh, good. You're still awake. What's the matter?
Can't sleep?
Well, that is rather the problem. I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission.
I should probably have Junah return the Maglet keys we got in Tiberius too, just to be safe.
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you.
Yeah, we did help.
You're
Saved you
lucky,
from
really.
dying.
I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden
Ooh, does she
text you
like us?
mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it?
Interesting.
The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war.
Taylor Swift?
How inspiring.
Taylor Swift out here ending
It's hard
wars?
to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know.
And then Espresso from Sabrina Carpenter just starts playing.
Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily
yes.
a good idea to reveal yourself entirely.
What a good lie.
Have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
Talk to Junah into the night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Badass. August 14th.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified.
Big
I'd
rip.
say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, Bane of Sea Monsters and Savior.
Forden really won with that?
Our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Kiddo!
Boo.
Furthermore,
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man. Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctus
Valiant Human Slayer.
Valiant Human Slayer. Yes, it's the young elder.
Right, wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top
Nameless to
20.
famous.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladell or something. No sign of him. The writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? The disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina.
Hey,
Big
her.
ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let him sweat it out.
Now here's a
Let him
surprise.
sweat it out.
We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
Lord Milo.
Roundup's actually looking pretty diverse.
Oh, the pretty boy.
To announce the next leg of the race.